So this is the circuit test setup for the two sections of the hand disinfection machine, wherein we use a power bank as our power source for our circuit, which will power our Arduino Nano for both of the sections. We also use a power module that will output 5 volts voltage that will power our relay here, which will serve as the isolated power source for our actuator. So this relay will serve as the actuator for our IR sensors here, which are placed in accordance to the distance that we will be setting for our testing setup. So for each of the sections, we use 3 IR sensors that, based on our test setup, provides an optimized disinfection for both of the sections. And here we have our DC water pump, which motors is powered by the 5 volts from our isolated voltage source. And here are our nozzles for the two sections, which will pump water for our disinfection machines. So for our hand disinfection machine testing, when both of the user hands were inserted and activated the IR sensors, the nozzle automatically sprinkle water from the DC water pump. Initial test setup for one section is also demonstrated with the use of a timer to measure and record the response time and the operation duration of the machine. The LCD will display spread hands for best result if not all of the IR sensors has been activated. But when all of the sensors has been activated, it will display disinfecting hands, which will serve as the optimized performance of the machine. Then after that, it will display thank you from the LCD once the disinfection process is done. Data for the nozzle height is also tested to arrive at an optimized disinfection coverage. A paper was placed under the nozzles to show that the system is working and provides a maximum hand disinfection coverage. Unconventional hand formations like closed fist, fingers together, crossed fingers, and assumed to be amputated hands were also put to test to demonstrate how effective the machine is in detecting hands regardless of how it is inserted inside the machine. Actual tests with the prototype and the user hands were performed considering both male and female hands to represent different hand sizes. After the disinfection process, the disinfected hands were placed over paper to check the disinfection coverage to determine if the coverage is wide or small. That will serve as a qualitative data to characterize the performance of the machine. With the automated hands disinfection machine, everyone should do their social responsibility, disinfect their hands, prevent virus transmission, so we can all stop the pandemic.